Hi, my name is Alexis Rodriguez, and my presentation today is going to be about foie gras. So, a little history about foie gras. It's mainly a French word. It translates to fat liver. It's mainly part of French cuisine, and it was first discovered in 2500 BC by ancient Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians first discovered near the Nile River while hunting both ducks and geese, in which they were overfeeding themselves before migration. Many of the extra calories that were left over in the ducks were stored in their livers and skin as fat, which made their livers enlarge in size. Once migration was over, their livers went back to normal size. The ancient Egyptians wanted to recreate this process by domesticating them and then force feeding them grains and moistened flour pellets. Today, foie gras is mainly produced by small farmers in the U.S. and in France. They are tube-fed twice a day for 2 weeks until their liver becomes full. The system is known as gavage, and they are mainly fed mushed up corn. Many of the ducks who have a full liver are slaughtered at 100 days, while geese are slaughtered at 112 days. Many of the foie gras is packaged up, and it lasts for 3 weeks, and it's usually sold in stores. Many people eat it as a pâté or layered terrines, and on the side you can see that on the top the pâté is served on usually crackers or toast, and then the layered terrine can either be served with bread as well. The main controversy about this food is how much of a problem and inhumane this practice of force feeding these animals is, and having their livers enlarged up to 10 times the normal size. Many of them get injured during this process, and some of the injuries include throat infections, diseased and swollen livers, hepatic lymphosis, and undergo a lot of stress and have very unhappy lives. Also, the living conditions in which they have are truly horrifying. They're in cramped cages in which they stand in all day, and they are able to lay down and move their heads around, but they aren't able to walk around or get any form of exercise. Many of them die in the cages due to infections and stressful living situations. I provided a video on this slide. I cut it a few minutes short just because it's kind of graphic on the second half, but I linked it in my bibliography if you want to watch the whole thing. I provided this video just because I wanted to show more of why this food's a controversial food. It just shows the living conditions they have and also the force feeding process. Thank you. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you and have a good day.